When did I move these?
We have breaking news tonight. Officer Brent Collins has just been found not guilty for the murder of Devon Watson, a 27-year-old resident of Eastwood Heights whose life was cut short in what appeared to be a routine traffic stop gone wrong. The local jury ruled in favor of Officer Collins, believing that he took reasonable measures to de-escalate the situation and ultimately acted in self-defense. Many left the courtroom in disarray, including Devon Watson's family, as they were devastated by the news.
You see, things like this happen all the time. We fight, and we fight for justice. But in the end, the cop still gets let off. Why? Why does it always have to be this way?
It's all right, Miss Watson. No further questions, please.
I've just received word that there is a large protest happening outside City Hall. As of right now, there is very minimal police presence, and it looks like the protesters are trying to push through to City Hall.
God help us all.
No racist police! I understand that you're frustrated, but you need to go home. This isn't gonna solve anything.
Seems like the only time you solve things is whenever we're pissed off anyway.
Yeah, and if Eastwood's going to hell, y'all are gonna burn with us.
Hey, what are you doing?
Give me that. No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police!
No justice. No blue.
Blue lives matter. Back to blue. Blue lives matter.
You expect this to bring that kid back?
He was a man with rights just like you.
Why can't you people just accept responsibility? He was a thug.
Oh, we got your thug, Karen. Come say that again.
Let's try to end this peacefully.
Always, Chief.
No one do anything until my signal.
Please, let me hold that.
Fine. Here you go.
Everyone, there are a lot of emotions right now involving this case. This might not have been the response that we wanted, but there's still power in us working together.
Nah, ain't nobody trying to hear you, John Mark. We did your little kumbaya thing and they still let that piece of crap go.
Yeah, why don't you tell the local KKK rally over here to send their privileged little behinds back to the suburbs and coffee shops where they belong?
Hey, you don't know me. I grew up here. You think I want to see y'all ruining it?
Y'all don't want to accept the facts. The jury got it right.
Everyone, please calm down.
Steady.
Fire!
Cease fire!
Everyone, please. We can still do this. Just get out of the gas. We have to come together. Can anyone hear me?
What did you do?
Roaches always scatter when the lights come on.
That was quite the display your men put on last night, Chief.
It was rather errant and rash. We want to ensure that our citizens have some room to grieve in times like this. My directive was not to disperse the canisters until it was absolutely necessary.
Oh, well, I think it was, Chief Ramirez. Our town was on the brink of World War III last night. Any deterrent to anarchy should be welcomed.
I don't believe that.
Would you agree, Officer James?
Absolutely, sir. If the people are not willing to understand the value of peace, it's our responsibility to help them understand it.
Well, that settles it. Thank you both for your briefing on last night's events. Oh, and Officer James, a word with you, please.
I'll see you later, Officer James. Mayor.
I wanted you to know that in spite of whatever Chief Ramirez may say, I highly respect the way you took initiative last night.
Thank you, Mayor. Those rioters didn't even know what hit them, huh? Even John Mark was cowering away.
That's good to know. His good graces with the people of Eastwood might be waning a bit now. But you know that they will be back, angrier than ever.
Well, Mayor, that's something actually I wanted to talk to you about.
Uh-huh. Go on.
You see, these people, they've proven that all they know and respond to is violence. And I start to fear for the lives of my fellow officers. Maybe if we had more funding to develop a special task force designated for these escalated situations, people would be less apt to give in to mayhem.
More funding.
It would only be for the betterment of the people of Eastwood that we act as the deterrent to further anarchy.
I'm not sure, Officer James. It sounds like open war that you're waging out on the streets.
Who said that we waged it?
Rubber bullets. I will give you rubber bullets. That should be enough deterrent for the citizens, only if there is probable cause for special measures. And for good measure, you have my permission to lead the task force.
Thank you, sir. Just know that I'm always here to serve you.
Yo, last night was crazy, man. Shooting tear gas at us like we in some third world country. I'm just happy your brother was able to get out of there without catching a case.
They think they finna do that to us? Nah, man. It's about time we show these cops what we really pack.
For real, bro.
Hopefully y'all ain't too tired to help me scope out this protest later. We need all hands on deck.
Man, why you trying to have us be ghetto NSA in these streets?
Amar.
We need to be out in the forefront, G. 5-0 still out there treating us like terrorists in our own communities, killing us in front of our own families. Like you said, we gotta shake this city up.
That's what we're trying to do, Amar. But we gotta do it the smart way. Not by painting us to be the savages that they already think that we are.
What's it gonna matter? They're gonna do it anyway. Like you said, they did it with Hampton, they did it with Malcolm, and they did it with Martin. So if they view us as a problem, they need to recognize whose responsibility for creating that problem.
So what are you suggesting? All out war with the police?
They're the ones who want it. We're just gonna finish it.
We're not doing that, Amar. We will fight, but we will fight the right way.
So you mean your way?
Watch it.
I am. I got stuff to do. I'll meet y'all at the protest.
Amar, we're finishing this conversation later.
Hello, everyone. I'm back with an exciting segment for you today. As chaos racked the city of Eastwood in the wake of Officer Collins' acquittal, several brave officers were on the front lines bringing peace to our city. If it wasn't for them, the rioters would have destroyed all of the local business and probably burned City Hall to the ground while they were at it. We need to take time to celebrate our officers. And what better way to do so than bringing on one of Eastwood's finest, Officer Andrew James.
Hello, Sarah.
Hello, Officer James. How are you?
Doing well.
Great. I just wanted to bring you on my show today to help people realize that it is tough being a police officer, serving people who may not even like or respect you. What is it like for you going into work every day?
I knew coming in that it would be a thankless job. And the thank yous really aren't the reason why I signed up. When you're a regular person and you can walk down the street and experience tranquility, not having to clutch your purse or even not having to look over your shoulder, you start to experience a sense of gratitude, which will eventually lead to respect, because then the people realize that we bring something that they'll never be able to achieve on their own.
And what would that be? Peace?
Yes, through order.
Right, which is exactly what you and your fellow officers brought last night. I just hope that everyone is able to come to their senses and start to take accountability for their own actions.
I couldn't agree with you more, Sarah. I can tell you right now that our police department really appreciates your support, and you giving us a platform to be heard by the public.
You're very welcome, Officer James. Keep fighting the good fight.
That we will. You too, Sarah.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our law enforcement is seeking to do whatever they can to provide what this city needs. Peace. Through order. And that's the end of my broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. Through order.
So are we all still on for 7?
For the most part, some of the congregation are worried about what the police are going to do.
That makes sense when you're going up against an army of riot shields and tear gas.
Hey, God's got us if things go sideways. Let's focus on doing everything we can to keep it peaceful.
So what's the plan? Trigger-happy cops aren't exactly a rarity in this town, especially since the mayor isn't doing us any favors.
We go out and we protest for justice. They can't take that away from us.
But they can take away our lives.
Kai Banks? What are you doing here?
I brought him.
I can speak for myself. Which is more than what I can say for you, Pastor. Why you got people out here that ain't even black?
So we can't speak up?
How does this concern you? Do you get cops called on you just for walking in the neighborhood? Do you get shot on sight just for jogging in the streets?
Did your husband get deported, leaving you to raise your 4 kids in a country you've never been to?
I'm not downplaying your struggle, but we've got our lives on the line every day just living in this country.
This guy is bad news, Pastor. We're better off without him.
How so? We need realists like him out here. Y'all really expect God to come down and keep us from getting our teeth kicked in?
Hey, everyone.
Perfect.
Okay, who called you here?
I did. I figured if we do this, we would need all the help we can get.
How much help were you last night when everyone got tear gas?
Give him a chance.
That's all right, Pastor. Everyone has a right to be angry and to process everything that went down over these past couple days. But if we do this, we can't match sword for sword, or else everyone is gonna die from it. Everyone has a struggle, and out of that, everyone has a story. The beautiful thing about stories is that they're meant to be shared and experienced. They help us to build, to learn, to grow, so that we can hope to be better people, and hopefully impart some of that wisdom into our children so that they can do the same. In order for us to succeed tonight, we have to show them unity. We have to show them that we are all going to stand up for our city and push for change together.
Well, you talk a good game as always, but what is the plan?
We go with the flow.
You sure they'll be here?
Of course. They can't help themselves.
Well, I'm glad Chief signed off on this before he went home for the night.
Yeah, of course.
Where are the protesters?
Everyone look.
Everyone, hold this line together.
They think they're clever, sneaking up on us. Fire a few canisters. That'll show them.
Back up, back up. Dude, the gas is blowing right back at us.
Stu may not be crazy after all.
Kai out here cooning.
Get out the baton rounds.
I don't know, James.
Just do it. Ready? Aim. Fire!
They got rubber bullets.
This is madness.
Just stay in cover, Pastor. Take care of him.
There you are, James. An eye for an eye.
No, Amar, stop!
Get off me!
Amar, please.
Let go
please,
of that.
Don't. You don't have to do this. You have to put the gun down. Put the gun down.
Sure!
Shots fired, officer down.
See ya, bruh. Good luck getting out of this one.
Where did that come from? There! Seize John Mark!
On the ground, now!
No, you have to listen. I didn't do this. I didn't do this.
Save it.
Please. Just listen to me. I didn't do this.
Suspect is in custody.
Sure?
This wasn't worth it, Andrew.
Officer Shore said it himself. This wasn't worth it. Now he's clinging to his life in a hospital. Officer Shore has a wife and 3 kids. He should be at home with them, but instead, they've been awake all night wondering if he'll even see tomorrow. Mayor Bixby, our officers need to be protected in order to properly protect the people. And this John Mark character is living proof of what happens when people try to take the law into their own hands. We have to restore order, restore peace. And the only way that we can do that is through more funding.
And you said John Mark was behind all of this.
Saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Well, I'm going to make a motion right now to approve additional funding for the Eastwood Police Force.
Thank you, Mayor. Our department and our families can't thank you enough.
More eyes will be on our town than ever. I'm trusting you to lead the charge on some new initiatives that I am about to push.
Understood. We only want to do whatever we can to keep the peace.
Thank you for listening to The Miseducation of John Mark. Episode 6, Peace Through Order, was written by Evan Carrington, directed, edited, and sound designed by Joshua Williams. Produced by Evan Carrington and Joshua Williams. Starring Trayvon Foster, Cameron Peters, Adrian Justice, Christina Connerton, Vio Soriano, Justice Hall, Jonathan Dowerman, and Reed Rosenberg. Also starring Jackie Adonis, Michael Roxy Johnson, and Jalen Barnes. Additional voices by Jim Stewart, Andrew John, Trayvon Coles, Anna Kate Hall, Tony Grizzle, Matt Smith, Joshua Williams, Joanna Williams, Isaiah Smith, Aaron Vaughn, Michael Salas, Chris Corcolo, Jim Brannigan, Robert Williams, Delois Williams, Jessica Williams, Chris Greer, Dave Maynard, Adelicia Easter, Greg Mays, Esmeralda Laguna, Dennis Frazier, and Desiree Smith. Music by John Bjork, Christopher Modiffelson, Charles Holm, Lucentian, Magnus Ringblom, Humpus Nasilius, Peter Sandberg, and Caleb Childress. The Miseducation of John Mark is a C-Space media production. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating and review and share it with a friend. Keep up with the production by signing up for our email list at whoisjohnmark.com or follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/whoisjohnmark.